Alright, hello fun and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2, where today we are not too far from where we left off in the last episode, where thankfully off camera I did freaking finally find that bounty board. And you know, I was kinda correct last time when I figured it would be somewhere around the constabulary here, but instead of inside, it's out over by where this whole character has been hanging out. It's that. So, finally found it. Hello, bounty board. Hi. I wonder what else is in here besides, you know, our reward for the robots. Ooh, look up our own bounty. No outstanding bounty. Aw, yay. Alright, look up local bounties, I assume. Drone swarm, there we go. And bam! Did it. Cool. So back to here. Aw. Nothing there, huh? Turning completed bounty now. Okay, so we grabbed the bounty a second ago. I'm actually intrigued. Did that actually turn it into like a, yes, a proper quest? Diabolical Drones of Doom, which we did by accident. So turn in. Turn in. Bam. Nice. Some experience, Auntie Cleo's likes me more, and some bits, so all good. Yay. Ooh, an advanced encryption key. Oh, nice. I need 3 more. Still tempted to buy that one from the shop, but, I'd really rather find them in the world, frankly. So any other bounties in the area? Sadly, no. Aw, that's unfortunate. Maybe one day it'll update to something. And now that we have that out of the way, let's actually head back to the town hall. I've decided who I'm going to help. Out of the 2 people here, we've been going back and forth trying to figure out if I want to help Milverstreet or who was the other person, Officer Carr. And even though action-wise, I want to do this one, I think character-wise, helping the Minister Milverstreet will actually is more in line with the kind of character I'm thinking we're building now at this point. So, yeah, let's go and chat with him again so that we can go and handle this so he can eventually help us into the Vox Relay whenever we do actually continue on with this mission. So yeah, let's go in here and have a chat with him. Minister, hi, how are you? Still love your hat.
Greetings again. You have my undivided attention.
Wonderful.
What's on your mind?
Well, I thought about it and I've decided to help with your mental refreshment task after all.
An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye?
What?
Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman.
Oh.
Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy.
We already know where that is.
And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Got it. Alright, well thankfully we know where the Ministry of Accuracy is. Bam. So let us go and do that. Alright. Excellent. There were a lot of dead soldiers outside, weren't there? If I'm remembering correctly when we did find this locale. I don't know if we're gonna find that, that soldier. I mean, we probably will, let's be honest. They wouldn't... I doubt they would have named them at all had it been the case that we just find their corpse. Granted, who knows? What I do know is, haha, we finally get to use this. I mean, I assume we're gonna have to fight something. A Protectorate Trooper. White chocolate yummies! Okay. That's an interesting looking building. Oh, are those like drop pods or something? Never mind, hold on. They're all over. Okay, never mind, I thought that was part of a building. Alright, we got dead beasts, dead troops, dead other things. Oh, and the Protectorate Trooper. What's back here? The door is barred shut. Never mind. Wait, what made that sound over here? Is it the pitcher plants? I think it was the pitcher plants. So, Raptidon juvenile. Interesting. Oh, another juvenile. A lot of just normal dead Raptidons, too. Along with troopers. Alright, let's make it into this building first. What do we got? Good stuff. Good stuff. Always love loot. Provisions dispenser. Ooh, I wonder what a Protectorate provisions dispenser has. Nothing much. Moderation mini rolls. Yeah, nothing of value, nothing of value. Tribute pancakes, nice. Oh, no, that's barred shut. That's a radio. Alright, that's how we get around the barred shut doors, I assume. Ooh. Hello, control room. And things. Nice, nice. Excellent, all good. Let that switch in a moment. Alright, uniform. Examine barracks observation reports. Moore made what he likely thought was a joke in the barracks. During this refrain, he slyly referenced a document that as yet remained uncensored on his terminal. Whether this lapse was caused by sheer hubris or the subconscious seed of antisocial behavior is unknown. Nevertheless, it is a clear violation of the trust placed upon him by the council. Recommend mental refreshment followed by transfer to another division. Eey. Johnson spoke in his sleep last night, words that sounded vaguely of his duties within the ministry. This may show a proclivity towards either unwitting disclosure or deep-rooted discontentment. Recommend mental refreshment. Adams confessed that he's having trouble sleeping because he can't stop thinking about being watched through the newly installed two-way glass. Undoubtedly, this is a sign of a guilty conscience. Recommend mental refreshment. Oh, God.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
So what's this switch do? Ah! Door. The barred door. Yes. And now we have those things in there that are a problem. Ah, there's the exterior. Okay. Well, back we go. And... nice. Yay, our first use of this gun. Alright. Peacekeeper armor. A compass. Lovely. Lovely music. Alright, that appears to be it. We all work together. Alright. That's it for the barracks here. Anything back this way? Oh! Well, some went down up there. I suspect that's probably the, Sealand or whoever. Alright. Let's go in and find out. Hello?
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Oh! Hi, Inez. Who are you? Oh, I guess we're actually going in, yes, haha. Alright, we'll talk in a moment. I gotta loot first. There we go. Slab of meat, black powder, crafting. Hi, Inez.
No, ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Oh, so the Raptidons were quite literally dropped here to it as a weapon. Okay. All right. Well, Milverstreet sent me. I'm here to find a report and send a Trooper Silong back to town.
Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong.
Oh, hi.
Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her.
Mm-hmm.
They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to steal your job. Milverstreet offered and I accepted.
I know, I ain't blaming you. That's part of climbing the ladder. Ain't but one rung at the bottom, and everyone's keen to get a foothold. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited.
And by condition, you mean being a grafted soldier? Don't think I've seen many of you around.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
I gotta ask, what's your third arm do?
Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present.
At
I'm
present?
considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure.
Got
Everyone
it.
in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Okay. And now you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong? That about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
Well, yeah, you mentioned an enhanced soldier division. Couldn't they help you?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. They could erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Okay. And have you asked her for help?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
Contract can't stop you from looking after your health. Drink silly crap to make it better. Yeah, sure, the contract can't stop you from looking after your health.
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
If your contract holder suddenly died, hypothetically, would that get you out of it?
Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line.
Got
But
it.
anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated. Or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those.
Okay. Yeah, if contracts stop you, then go independent. How bad could it be?
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
You've been in this position before?
Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time.
All right, well, I hope things work out for you. Maybe I'll see you around.
Get the feeling you will.
I have a
Anyhow,
feeling you're probably going to join my
I'll
ship at some
return to
point.
Fairfield to have a little chat with Milverstreet. Good luck in there. Mind the rats.
Will do.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Fair. All right, that what door looks... Yep, barred. Okay, so over to this one. There we go. And there we are. I like this gun. It's treating us very well so far.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
All right. Oh, up there. Definitely need better sight for this thing, though. But, oh, yeah, I like our new gun. Very nice. And took a little bit of damage. Not too much, though. Okay, it looks like we definitely do have to head up that ladder on the other side of the room. Bullets. Another bar door. Yep, all right. Cool, to the ladder. Yep. And... jump. Alright, looks like a terminal we can actually access. Excellent. A lot of dead soldiers. That's clearly the way we gotta go, but what do we got here? Alright. Sanitized records and distribution terminal. Alert, overdue deliverable. Our record indicates that the Ministry is 247 days late on delivering critical information to Euphoria Arc. Print the following pass to Euphoria Arc and hand deliver the pertinent reports immediately. I mean, okay. I'm sure that'll be useful later. Wait, did that just say automech repair thing? I didn't see it fast enough. Oh no. We might be able to use that to help that one guy back at Fairfield. Well, sensors tasks. Alright. Following retreat from Fairfield, 3 dead, 6 missing, 1 wounded, 10 active. Unit cohesion broken, morale low. Waiting instruction. Sanitized text. Rearward advance successful. 10 soldiers in unit active and unarmed. And unharmed. 6 are still in the field conducting harassing actions. 1 wounded. 3 paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect the rallying maneuver. Morale is high. Nevertheless, my personal role in the loss of Fairfield is undeniable. I, Warden Pascal Calvert, request my punishment be commensurate with the failures of my duty to the Sovereign. Alright, original text. I spied 2 sentinels wrestling with my automechs last night. Upon their leave, I found a new data record hidden beneath the main sensor lens. I'm perplexed as to their intention. They must know I would have found the recorder eventually. What's more, they're sentinels. They should simply request the primary data device if they had a mind to. I should likely say nothing, but if something goes wrong with that automech, I'd be afraid to have its abnormality credited to me. Sanitized text. As a master technician, one would expect I could solve any issue that arose with one of my automechs. Nevertheless, when vexed by a particularly devious data device malfunction, I found my salvation in 2 sentinels who were happening by. They not only repaired the device, but also showed me how I might monitor my own behavior through the mech's primary lens. How fortunate that I may continue to be held accountable to the paradigm in new and exciting ways. Oh. Alright, original text here. A wise man fears anything that would label him unfaithful, and historically I would apply that moniker to Alphonse Schultz. But it now seems he fears nothing, for he has recently spoken out in an outrageous and unseemly manner. It matters not what occupation your youth prepares you for. The Sovereign sees your best course for the whole of the Protectorate. It matters not if you find the work distasteful or tedious or difficult. You do it with pride for the sake of the Protectorate. You do not tell the 24 children you are teaching that you've been demoted to a glorified sprat wrangler. Matriarch, help us. Sanitized text. I was inspired to hear Alphonse Schultz tell the children in his charge how incredibly excited he was to begin his new work tending to a portion of the colony's micro-cattle. It speaks volumes to the validity of the paradigm to have such a learned man see the value in such dramatic change of profession. Oh my. Nice. Alright, well, up we go again. Get all that. Got another jump.
Confronting threat.
Whoop! Oh yeah. Die! Why did you run in front of me, Niles? Why would you do that? That was foolish. I have a machine gun here. Do not run in front of the man with the machine gun. What do we got on this terminal? Unsanitized reports. Fairfield under siege by Raptidon threat. Raptidons are encroaching on Fairfield's borders and hunting its citizens for sport. Our resources are spread thin, and what firepower we possess has not risen to the standard of suppressing this terrible scourge. Currently, we do not have a plan for their eradication, as all of the planners have been viciously consumed. Their bones picked clean and blood stains the soil of these hostile lands. Recommended edits. Emphasize that the monsters wreak havoc across this prosperous island are confirmed to have been unleashed by Auntie's choice. Remind the people who is responsible and assure them that the Sovereign will quickly gain control of the situation. Let it also be known that the metal pods littering the plains are unlikely vessels for Raptidon delivery. Steer clear of any if these are spotted. Alright. A group of researchers known internally as Crabble enthusiasts, oh boy, vanished while in pursuit of the fabled skeleton Crabble on the coast of Paradise. Oh yeah, we learned about that a while back. Paradise Island. Their families fear the worst. If the legends of the skeleton Crabble are to be believed, they died in a most gruesome and painful fashion. Their final breaths wasted on dishonorable shrieks of agony, pleading for help that never came. Recommended edits. Please do not speculate on the fate of the missing researchers, while remaining scientists must remain focused and untroubled by the wayward actions of their fellows. We also do not wish to encourage fables or cryptozoology, which will only stroke interest rather than avoidance. Nice. Alright, current standards of sanitation and messaging. The order is to be elevated to Scourge of the Protectorate. Any discussion of the Order of the Ascendant is to be altered to verbosely acknowledge that it is to be opposed by the Protectorate at every turn. Any text, data, or intelligence that shows indifference or worse, potentially praising the Order, is to be corrected, and its authors to be immediately remanded to mental refreshment. Tragedy of Horizon Point created heroes of the Protectorate. Those subjects lost in the tragic natural disaster that enveloped Horizon Point, including the very family members of the Sovereign, are to be celebrated as heroes of the Protectorate. They died while embracing their highest calling in service to the Sovereign, and he has personally mourned their loss. Any discussion of courses outside of natural disasters or of foreign actors being involved are to be scrubbed and their authors to be reported for mental refreshment. The war. Any discussion or analysis indicating that the war with Auntie's choice is escalating, or that the Protectorate is losing ground, is to be replaced with assurances that the war continues to go well, and that the Sovereign will soon dismantle Auntie's petty machinations and feeble aggressions. Alright, not all those? Yep. Alright. Well, now where? Ah. Jump up that way. Ah, crap! How did I know that was going to happen? And hit. And hit. And die, spitter! Got it.
Inbound, ready to go.
Whoa, God! Nice. I'm really chewing through ammunition now. There we are. All right. Got some foil and cloth. Now down here, I guess. And heal. Ooh, dead man. Jeweled ring, though. Heck yeah. And looks like down again.
Highly classified information would be of
Interest to Minister Milverstreet.
Uh-huh. What classified information? I assume whatever's on that terminal? But first, high security lockbox. Infantry cap. We actually haven't used any of our things, but at least we can top up our health here. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Got a door there. Unbar and open, unbar and open. Oh, hey, we're here. All right, so that's this should be the info we need. Administrator's reports. New horizons for mental refreshment. Consul has breathed new life into the much-lauded mental refreshment program, graduating hundreds of subjects in record time. Oh, God. Now, even the most extreme cases may be rehabilitated and invited back into the fold, their perspective less complicated and more loyal. Once again, tried and true methods win out over needless research and development. The Consul knows what's best for the Protectorate, and nothing's better than a mental refreshment. When your troubled friends and neighbors stray from the bosom of the Protectorate, remember that mental refreshment is the best way back to basics. And once you're there, relearning basic skills will be as simple as second nature. Print a cartridge. Alright, return to route. By direction of the Consul. Do not spare the rod. Claims of the Sovereign's leniency are utterly unfounded, regardless of whom the source of the rumor may be. Warden, arbiter, or vigilant, it falls upon every sentinel to ignore claims of clemency and ensure that subjects receive the harshest punishments possible for dereliction of the paradigm. I expect all administrators to observe their words even more thoroughly from this moment on. Consul reminds us to observe math with suspicion. We have discovered evidence that there may still be Order of the Ascendant believers living amongst our subjects. Maintain special vigilance over any subject observed doing complex math equations. As per previous decrees, report any suspicious behavior to the Sentinels. Well, there goes math departments. Consul's revised doctrine regarding the Order. The Order's continued hostility, combined with their apparent involvement in Auntie's invasion, puts the Protectorate in a position where we must quell subversive information about the Order with haste. Double your efforts to sanitize information that runs contrary to Protectorate teachings. Such information is to be replaced with the litany of previously circulated but taken anti-Order information generated by the Office of the Council. Any subjects found making pro-order statements must be reported at once to the Sentinels. Alright. Alright, we'll return to Milverstreet. Actually, where's this go? Oh, just back there. Okay, yeah. Whoop, lag. We're good. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. And Sweet. We'll be able to finish up this one quite nicely. Excellent. The next episode, perhaps, we'll actually continue our actually start our investigation into debris. We have really been ignoring that, haven't we? Oh, well. For now, though, let's turn this in and wrap things up for the day. Excellent. Put this away. Here we go. Back to the town hall. Wonderful. Hall shush. Alright, in we go.
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Calm down. You know well would not have been necessary had you completed your task in a timely manner.
I'll calm down when you stop braying your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. We scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies,
Alright. Well, Minister, hi.
Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed?
I did, yes. The secrets of mental refreshment at your fingertips.
Excellent. Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks.
Oh.
May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Oh, required info discovered. Oh, yeah. I mean, forget him, join me. I've got a ship with beds, snacks, and just a little residual trauma. You know what, though? But we have this information, so yeah, Minister, let Inez fix her graft. Then you won't doubt her efficacy ever again.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit.
Oh. I can't. Good for you, Inez.
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you.
What?
Come find me when you're done with this clown.
Okay.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold.
Oh.
And to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport.
Oh. Yeah, I'd have to be pretty thick-skulled not to realize you want me to ask for more details.
I should have known better than to try to bait an individual as savvy as yourself. I shall speak openly then. Bringing Westport to heel will deliver me not only my future, but the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station.
Skip the preamble. What do you need?
Verily. On to business. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you.
You know, yeah, even a go-getter like me needs advice from time to time, Godney.
Perhaps. The kit contains a wide variety of tools, propaganda, equipment, and more than a few confectionaries.
Oh.
Some items may serve as honey, swaying the naysayers to our side. Others are blunt implements, crippling infrastructure to force the refugees toward Fairfield. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No one wholly resists Auntie.
All right. Well. And yes, why is it so important?
Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold, for they could see the freedom we offer firsthand. But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone.
Yes, I thought you were marking specialist, or is that hat just for show?
Shh, not so loud. The hat can tell when you're questioning it.
Ha!
The people of Westport don't trust me. How can they? I am the enemy. I am the invader. I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf.
Yeah, no, say no more, I'm in.
Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of purple berry crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him, woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile?
It better be.
I wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian.
What? What? Oh, the hat. Actually, I do kind of want the hat. Yeah, a hat's a pretty light reward for rescuing a whole town.
Of course, I'll be happy to pay you as well, but I was under the impression that good looks were priceless.
I mean, I do want the hat. I do want the hat. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being a little more fashionable. You're on Milverstreet.
Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately.
Got it. All right. Yeah, before I go, is this town armed? Am I going to have to shoot my way in?
While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses any strategic value. The Protectorate has no reason to defend a half-sunken town. Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Paradise Island brims with danger, even if Westport itself seems safe.
Got it. All right. Understood. Okay, well, perfect. And level 6, yes. Okay, well, we were going to do another point in both of these. So yeah, that's good. Bam. And in perks... What do I want to take? You know, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to look at this off camera, honestly. As I'm still trying to fully figure out what exactly I want our character to be. You know, we were very much an anti-corporate engineer in the first game. This game, I'm kind of thinking we go pro-corporate speech character. So yeah, something like this might be good. But also having things like the observation skills upped would be good too. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I want to take here. But that's going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and you do come back for the next episode where we're going to grab Inez as a follower, and then head... Do we want to head to Westport, or actually search for DeVries stuff? I don't know. I'll think about that. But until then, thank you for watching, my friends, and as always, we'll have a good one.